Live uncut, unedited.
Make two statements.
Live uncut, unedited, people. We got the firemen out here. Live uncut, unedited. Dolton Politics. Dolton Politics. This is live uncut. Make sure y'all share it on your peer. Right here in the village of Dolton. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay.
Absolutely. I made a comment a couple weeks ago on Channel 5. I got no response from that. Response, we got to figure out what's going on. Everybody but two. So we're down to 15 members right now. The village refused to hire, so we have 13 members.
And you've been working without a contract for how long?
5 years.
Are you guys still getting paid for your paycheck?
Yeah, we're still getting paid. Like I said, I'm just going to make my statements inside, and then afterwards I'll let you guys know.
Can you briefly just, I know you said you made some comments, and you just say what those are just in case anyone.
I'm just going to do it inside. Thank you. F is in Frank, A-R-E-J.
Thank you.
Dolton Fire Department out here. It's live uncut, unedited. Y'all make sure y'all share it on your page. This is live uncut, unedited. Live uncut, unedited.
Right, she probably gets scared. Say something.
She is on the way home.
They're going to say something. No, one of them said they're going to say something.
Yeah, but my husband was like, when she found out they up here,
Oh.
she like,
Yeah.
I ain't
You're dealing with a big Chicago.
Yeah. Live uncut, unedited.
This the guy who spoke up to my person.
Yeah, the short guy.
Yes.
They out here, people. Live uncut, unedited. Make sure you share it on your page. Share it on your page. Bring it to your live uncut. All right, make sure you guys share it on your page. Share it on your page. We out here in Dolton. They gonna share and file, y'all. Share and file. Share and file. It's live uncut here in Dolton, people. Dolton Politics. Wow.
Hey, how you feeling?
Good. I need to see you.
Yeah, we're gonna be over here with these guys.
Oh, I'm
The one that's our with our with the daughter with her.
Live uncut, unedited. We out here in Dolton, people. So this is going on out here. Just hold on and going to the meeting. Live uncut, unedited. And we're going to bring it to you. The firemen, they're here to make a statement. They said they're going to make a statement, and they're going to say their statement, and they're going to leave. Good lie. Good foul right there.
How you doing?
All right, good,
Where
good.
you been?
I'm watching you.
You been on them beaches.
Yeah,
Having
yeah.
a good time.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to beat you there.
All right. I be on the lake all the time, filming too.
Oh, I've been on the lake a lot.
Yeah.
But I think my foot got cut in Harvey, so
Okay.
I definitely have to wash it tonight or something.
Okay.
I'm a little worried.
Wow.
I'm feeling the pain.
Yeah.
I swim a lot, so
Okay. Okay, you're a swimmer.
I'm a big swimmer.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like Chicagoans can't swim, but still,
Okay.
I mean, I grew up in Florida, so it's like the
You
buoys.
swim in that lake though, you know that you bad if you can swim in that lake with all the waves and that current.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Val, what's up? Hey Valerie, what's the hold up?
We're waiting on
Tahoe?
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's what they call her, Tahoe.
Tahoe. She came up with Tahoe Tiffany. She came up with that name. Man, I couldn't believe when she said that. I almost fell out of my seat. I said, "No, you didn't, Val. No, you didn't." And she said it with such straight face. I said, "No, you didn't." But
I love your pink.
yeah.
I think I've seen her speak before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You done seen Val speak all the time. I don't think everybody gonna get in here though.
We might.
Yeah, don't put that out there.
I'm on affirmative. Put it in the
Yeah,
universe.
right. Put it in the universe. We all getting in. Live uncut on the edge. They got the people with disabilities sitting in the hallway right there.
Which is a fire risk.
Yeah.
You know, she could have called just like the minute she left that town.
Right. It's live uncut unedited, people. With Dolton meeting. Live uncut. Make sure y'all share it on the page now. You're going to see this live uncut, unedited. Yeah. All right. All right.
Step back.
Wow, live uncut unedited. Y'all make sure y'all share it on the page. Definitely.
Come on, guys.
At the townhouse.
But they said they gonna speak and leave.
Yes.
She's down with me. She's down. That's all. Long as she don't make
Ma'am.
6 out of 10.
It's live uncut unedited, people. Y'all watching it. Make sure you share it on your page. Share it on your page.
I know, but I'm saying.
Hey, baby.
I need to be like right here. Oh, okay. You beat me. That's okay. Hey, right here. Watch this. This is where I need to be at. Live uncut. We here.
Yes, you can. Yeah, right here.
That's where I need to be. Right here. So I can get it all.
Well, I wasn't here the last week. Because you know I know it. I'm like, come on back.
All right. Live uncut unedited, people. Stay tuned. Live uncut. We got the fireman here, people. Make sure y'all share it on the page.
I heard about the voice.
Gibson. 6 more. Take my back seat. Let me sit down.
Go ahead, bye. That's why I want to be right here. That's what I need to see. Right here.
Say, share your seat.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Live uncut and then
Oh, she already signed in.
I already signed.
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Martin Johnson. Okay.
I was like, get her. Get her.
Okay. I didn't put my phone number
You know
on
what was hilarious?
live uncut. They got the whole fire department with the exception of 2. Media back here.
I got something for you. I got something.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, this is how I would get you. You talking about what the land is from my house? Oh, no. Okay, and I'm not doing no blows because I'm too low.
Wow.
I said to smack.
Come on.
What do you see something?
Would you like my spot?
Say hi to my friend.
I'm all right.
All right, we're on Twitter X. Make sure you share it. YouTube, make sure you share it. Facebook, make sure you share this video. This is live uncut. I would not be talking. I am just filming. Sherry and them are gonna do all the things. Sherry, bye. You're not talking today? You got the crab man here. Val, you talking today? Are you speaking today?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yes. where you sign in over there? You got to sign in up there. See, because they trick you, you have to look over them and see which one it is before you just get up and speak for the comments.
Okay.
The public comments.
I had asked the tall lady once before, and she was real nasty to me. I got in because they, but so I don't really
Okay.
I said no.
I already know. You said it from the beginning, actually. Yeah, you called. Long time. Yeah. Yeah. You said it. Yeah, you went with your gut feeling. You said it. I didn't want to believe you. I promise you.
I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah. It's live. Make sure y'all share it. Yeah, oh y'all, that was a psych. You was with the fire department, right? Yeah, so I know you're familiar with them. Yeah. They said all but two, right? It was, yeah. You said they.
Just gotta say yours some of the friends
I'm not into video.
Right.
Story time.
No, I mean I can see.
Okay. Okay.
I mean I kind of agree with you.
You know she invented that term. You know she invented that term, Tahoe Tiffany. She invented that term, Tahoe Tiffany. She Valley. That's the first person I heard say that. She said that. I said,
I don't think so. You know who I think that was?
who? But I heard you say it over the thing.
Yes, I have referred to.
Right.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
That was Pink.
Oh, she called it Tahoe Tiffany.
Oh.
Pork chop.
Oh, okay.
Pork chop right
Go ahead. So you say you're from the North Shore, right? Just talk to me. Tell us who you are.
My name is Carl Malkout. I live in Evanston, just on the south side of Evanston. I'm coming here because, like, the village of Dolton and its people have inspired me. And I'm just wanting to be a peaceful presence here and to add space and add voice, to listen, observe, and help when I can and where I can.
Thank you. There's two right there, one up there.
She a gangster right here. She said, I ain't let nobody come in front of me. He ain't no. All right. So those people see those are the farmers.
Let me see where it's at. Can I get to it? Yeah, I can't get to it. I forgot I had all the tents and stuff.
Yeah.
I was really going to bring us a bottle of wine. Now.
Oh, wow.
So when she saw a story, I was looking for something.
I'm not going to be able to zoom it out like I want two people, so.
Oh, there's that fun little lawyer.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, yes, she is.
That's the one from the town.
That's the end.
Yeah, that's the wrong.
The one that
Man, this is the first time I've seen Tiffany since they got that award. That was 3 years ago. The first time I really.
Yeah.
I've been saying it since then.
Yeah, because we did that in
That was on 87. Yeah.
March or May.
That's the first time I've seen it in person. Yeah. Oh, okay. First time I've seen Andrew Holmes over there.
Now we gotta listen to this.
Yeah. Lord bless this place.
I don't want William no more praying for me. We don't have to pray. That's who's gonna pray. He could bypass the praying. When he gets to praying, I gotta pray for all of us because his prayers jinx.
I understand that, but you pray. Yeah, one prayer. Peace.
Give me one of them, Sharon. You got one?
All we want is
You got another one? Peppermint.
well, I just said I will pray. Well,
Thank you. This man me in church. I'm giving y'all $1,000 worth of footage. Okay.
My goal is to listen and serve and help bring everyone that helps
and
I ain't saying
not.
but I do got that's low.
different. Gotta make up my own everything. All right, girl, got that money, huh? You just got out of that Thornton meeting, right? Let's see, what's the hold up, y'all? Come on, let's get the show on. Live on cut on it.
That's just on a different side. They on the same side. I was gonna say she might have jumped in when you sit next to him.
Boy, I'm gonna have to put y'all up front.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
Y'all ain't excited no rioting in there. Live on cut on it.
I never cheat. I never ever cheat. I'm not a cheater. Okay, that was funny.
All right, get ready to start.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Today, I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees. Today is July 1st, 2024, and the time is 6:51 p.m. Please call the roll.
Good evening, everyone. Trustee Belcher. Here. Trustee Brown, Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown. Trustee House. Trustee Holmes. Trustee Norwood. Present. We have.
All right, if everybody stand for the pledge.
One nation, under God,
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody continue to stand for prayer. Good William Ford.
They go bum man.
Next, we have public comment, and it is 3 minutes. Everybody just so you're aware, we have an ordinance that says you cannot interrupt the meeting.
Yeah,
Start the meeting, you will
okay.
be removed from the meeting. So if everybody will please stay in order, be respectful of each other. Whether you like what someone's saying or not, please keep your comments to yourself so they can get through their 3 minutes. And then also I see the Board of Trustees have swipe seats, Trustee Belcher and Norwood. Is it a reason you guys switch seats? We have
It's legal.
I just asked a question. Everything y'all be so hostile. Is there a reason, guys? Which, nope. All right. Seems as though you want to go first because you got to keep up with the votes. think Brittany probably just cooked but will. But okay. All right, 3 minutes. Here we go.
Yeah.
Who you got for first?
Mary Yvonne. Good evening, all. My 3 minutes have to start all over. Whatever.
Good evening.
First of all, I'd like for everyone that would please, and I'll yield my 3 minutes to it. Let's give our firefighters a standing applause. That we let them know that we're 100% behind you.
Yes.
Because we've got the same issues and yours are in our hearts as well. And for my residents, again, I'm not going to address the dais. I'm going to address my residents. We all know how it goes. We put on a shit show, and that's the word for it, at Thornton Township, because we argued amongst ourselves. The media's here. If we're going to give them something, we're going to give them a good show. Let's be calm. Let's be cool. Let's not give anybody a reason to disrupt this meeting, to call it. The only way we're going to get what we want and get to the point of anything is that we hold to it. This is our fight. This is our fight. We've been fighting it a long time, and it is going to end. But we've got to want it to end and end right. Again, to the firefighters, as a former civil servant, I applaud you. Thank you.
Lawana Laws.
Good evening, residents and trustees. I stand here, this is my first time actually attending a meeting, and I'm a little thrown aback because I received my tax bill. My tax bill is 3 times what it was last installment. My alleys are messed up. I have garbage all over the place. I have a couple of abandoned houses on my block. My property value is down because of the fact of this. But my property tax go up 3 times. I'm not accepting that. I need to know what's going on. Why can't Dolton Ellis get proper road repair or houses being repaired? You say you did all of this. You have not done anything. Nothing for, I don't know what even side that is, but the Dobson Ellis Avenue. It's horrible over there. Trees are down, everything. But you say you beautifying the village? No. And my property taxes go up? I paid for this. I've been here for 30 years. This is the worst I've ever seen this village. I am appalled to even be a resident. You have your head down. You need to be looking up at what I'm saying. Because we are tired. Not me. I'm tired of hearing Tiffany Henry did this. Tiffany Henry did this. I need to know where my money is going. I work every day. And you just gonna sit there and write like you don't even see me standing here. I have a problem with that. You say you're for the people, but how can you be for the people and you're not even looking at the people? Yeah. I am a resident here in Dolton and of Thornton Township. And you need to be addressing us, not your attorney. You still haven't looked up. And I hope I stand here for 3 minutes and watch you not look at me. Because you best believe, if I can get off on another Monday, baby, I'm going to be here with my big mouth saying the same exact thing. I need to know what's going on with the money in the village of Dolton. I'm like everybody else. Las Vegas trip, we need to know what happened there. I'm looking at you, Andrew Holmes. I need to know what happened. I need to know what's going on. Because if things are going like this, anybody could have this happen to them. And she's gonna allow it. Because she's the mayor.
That's your 3 minutes.
Oh, now you look up. Hey, how you doing?
Adam and Mariah.
All right.
Good evening. My name is Adam Fari. I'm the president of Dolton Fire, Local 3766. I'm here today with fellow members of 3766 looking for answers. Since January of 2020, the village has chosen not to settle a contract and refused to bargain with us. They have ignored all requests to reach an agreement and resolve the current situation going on within the fire department. After endorsing Mayor Henyard in 2021, she proceeded to replace our full-time deputy chief with a part-time deputy chief who contributed to her campaign fund. This is where the problems began. Local 3766 filed and won the grievance on a clear violation of our contract. What followed was a dysfunctional negotiation process, which leads us to inform the residents that we've been serving the village without a contract for 5 years. Currently, the village still refuses to negotiate, making progress extremely difficult and if not impossible. The second issue is our 457 accounts, which have been in litigation since 2022. This account is set up for individuals to invest their own money into a retirement fund. The money is withdrawn from the members' paychecks and is supposed to be sent to Nationwide. The village does not follow these steps and has no accountability of where the money is or if they've spent it. Once this was discovered, the administration was informed via email by the previous union president that these missing deposits can be considered theft of wages. They reacted by placing him on administrative leave for inappropriate emails. To this date, we are still 9 to 10 deposits short. This shows lack of accountability and is an act of gross negligence. The third issue, health insurance. Health insurance is covered under the collective bargaining agreement, Article 14. The members of the fire department have run into several problems with our premiums not being met. This has led members and families' claims being denied, but also being sent to collections. This has been brought up to the village numerous times. All requests to date have been ignored. A grievance was filed and escalated to step 4. The fourth issue is our union dues. Per our collective bargaining agreement, Article 3, dues checks, the village is responsible for contributing union dues. We were missing 11 checks since 2023, $12,610. We received 3 unspecified checks. This can also be looked at as theft of wages. Keith Freeman's response to the step 3 process was, this is an issue on the trustees that they do not vote for the bills from the warrant list at the board meetings. The newest issue is work comp. In the past, we've had multiple issues with work comp to where members have been hurt on the line of duty and their claims have not been filed properly, which led to multiple members being sent to collections. I know that the police department is dealing with similar issues. So my question is, do we have workman's comp insurance? The Dolton Fire Department is here to serve and protect the residents of the village of Dolton, and we do this with pride. We will continue to serve despite the fact our health insurance is not being paid, our retirement funds are being taken from us, and workers' compensation claims are not being handled properly. These are serious issues, and they need to be addressed and fixed immediately.
Call the next person.
Thank you.
Next person to the mic, please.
Vivian Allen.
I didn't even get up there. Oh, okay. I thought she started it. All right, so I'm be calm today. Just wanted to address first the trustees and just thank you guys for the wonderful job you're doing. Mine is Stan and Andrew. Andrew, I don't even know why you're here. Stan, did you step down from the township yet? Because that's what you said you was going to do the last week. All right, so it's just ridiculous that we have a corrupt mayor and somebody that's just so evil and that just don't care about the residents. All of us hardworking, educated residents, and we have this to deal with. This is a shame. This is a sham. The fire department, they just came strong. Do we even have a benefit specialist for the village of Dolton? Like, that should be like the person that should be answering these questions. It's actually the benefit specialist for Dolton. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic, but I feel bad for them because they're not getting what they're supposed to get. And we have HR, and HR should be in charge of benefits. Why is that not being paid? That's ridiculous. I guess that's the reason why she didn't hire me, because I was supposed to be her HR, but then she went with whoever else that's not up there to, I guess, defend what these people are talking about. Anyway, just gonna ignore her because she ignores everybody else. Let me just say that not gonna be long. I do have an event coming up. Since I can't do much stuff in the township throughout Thornton, I have partnered with Robbins, the village that Keith Price stole $90,000 from. Remember that? Yeah. So I have partnered with them to do an event. It's a back to school event. It's at the end of August. I am taking wig donations. Tiffany, if you have any you want to donate, you can. I'm also taking school supplies as well as other things. If you guys want to reach out, my email address is survivorlive1@gmail.com. I am taking all donations that you guys can give. It's for back to school, it's for the children, and it's for the residents. It's definitely for patients that have cancer or that have went through radiation, something that, you know, she promised that she would do for people, but she's not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna try and do my best. And with the help of anybody that's able to help, I would definitely appreciate it. And I just wanted to speak on the murder that happened in Dolton that she still haven't addressed. It's ridiculous because the funeral is Friday and she haven't even said anything. We know Andrew Holmes is not gonna get up and say anything because he's not us, excuse me, for us. But it was a murder that happened in Dolton. If anybody have any video footage on this street, please, please, please let us know because it happened June 13th at 1 a.m. Oh, thank you. Because you want me to stop talking about a murder that you won't talk about? 3 minutes are up.
Who's next?
Alicia.
Good evening, most everyone. Let me start. I've had an epiphany, and I wanted to apologize for a comment I made at the Thornton Township meeting that there was no disrespect to her daughter intended. However, I understand things can be misconstrued, misinterpreted. So I wanted to just set the record straight. It was a total compliment. It wasn't a diss, but I do apologize if it was taken that way. Tiffany, I didn't intend for it to be any kind of diss. The diss was directly toward you. So I just wanted to make that clear and apologize for anyone that misconstrued my intention. Having said that, Tiffany, why do you not care about other people's children? Long live Alexis Wilson. You know, you never made a comment that was, you know, with regard to the family and what they were going through. You know, that in and of itself is a travesty. I mean, as a mayor, someone in your position to not even acknowledge such an egregious act from your department at the time. So I don't understand why there's such a distinction on caring about children. Then, you know, also the, excuse me. Okay, also the park district. To find the park district because they're trying to beautify the parks and make them safe for the children, what's the point or purpose in that? Who doesn't like a nice park? Who doesn't want to take their children to a nice, safe park with mulch? To give them fines like that, you know, for your political agenda is just not right. It doesn't benefit the residents. It's not a good look. And I don't understand, you know, why you continue to try to paint the park district in a bad light. You had a video, you were live after an event. I'm not even sure what your intention was, but it seems like it was to show the park district in a bad light. It looked like it was staged. There were bottles and just things left behind, which, you know, I don't know the authenticity of that video. It looked staged, honestly, because I do think that the park district commissioner, you know, really puts a lot into making sure that the parks stay up to par. So not sure why that is. Also, just want to speak to why you think it's okay to just run things the way that you want them to go. And anytime there's a problem, you allow your your henchmen to attack. Even at the township meeting, when the trustees stand up for themselves, you basically let the vendors just unleash their war on the trustees for asking questions, for making sure that they follow the process. And it's just so unprofessional that you would subject, your colleagues to that when they are asking valid questions and making valid points. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
All right, who's next?
Valeria Stubbs.
Good evening, everyone, the 4 trustees, Madam Clerk, and my fantastic residents of the village of Dolton. I have no more warnings. No more warnings. All we ask for is transparency when it comes to our tax dollars and proper protocol on how it's being spent. That's all we want. We have a right to know, along with the Board of Trustees, the Gestapo-style tactics that was displayed at my home on June 24th by a village employee will not be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. I will not tolerate it. I took that as a direct threat to do bodily harm to me, and I'm too old to get whoopings. I think the last one I had, I was 15. The employee stated, I have a recording of it, and it's not the first time she has stated it, and I quote, that she will quit her job right now. And then she proceeded to get out of her vehicle and come towards me. And like I said, I'm too old to get any type of whooping. She stated the same thing to Long Island Audit. That's also on video. That she might as well quit her job right now because she is going to get fired. Mr. Freeman, you might want to look into that. As I know the mayor says she don't handle anything. And she passed the buck to you. But this is serious business. But before somebody get hurt, you might want to look into that for real. And I would appreciate if you look into what your employees are out here doing. Also, Mr. Moore, I am going to pray for you because 3 Deep came to my house that you called, and I didn't appreciate that. Bad look on my block because it wasn't warranted. So be careful of the things that you do, okay? Because when it's all said and done, the God that I serve,
All right.
He have the last say so on all of this. Yes. And you will reap, whether it's good or bad. And I'm included in that too. You will reap what you sow. Yes. You either can sow good oats or bad oats. Thank you.
Carla Wilson.
Good evening. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dolton Police, or should I say executed by Dolton Police within 1 minute of their arrival. 1 minute. That's all they gave her. 52 seconds, he's punching her with his flashlight in his hand, and 4 seconds later, she has 7 bullets. You and your officers put out a narrative that blamed it on my child. And to this day, I still have people that search me out to tell me that my daughter deserved what she got, that she deserved it. Because nobody's really looking at the video. They don't want the truth. They want to go with the narrative that the police put out. But those police were crooked. And so let's talk about those officers. Let's talk about Ryan Perez. right? Alexis was his fourth police-involved murder. He had killed 3 others before this. As a matter of fact, Dolton is at least $13 million in debt from the lawsuit, the $33.5 million lawsuit that Lacey and Perez were involved in. Yeah, that lawsuit was paid up. There's no money for that. They had $10 million in insurance. So she's still fighting that lawsuit, trying to come down on that amount, that $33.5 million. Lady, if your daughter was killed, your child was killed by police, there is no amount of money. What did you do about those officers? Why was he not sitting at a desk or sitting at home? Because she was number 4. If you would have did something about 1, 2, or 3, he wouldn't have been there that night, and my daughter would be here. So again, while you ignore me, while you look down, close your eyes and imagine it's your child.
Come on now.
Okay, because it was mine. And what y'all did to my life, what y'all did to my life. She was only 19, unarmed, an entrepreneur. She was a good girl. But what did you say, Tiffany? I stand with my officers. They did do the right thing. And they took a criminal off the streets tonight. They have probably prevented other crimes that might have or could have or would have happened in the village of Dolton. But Tiffany, answer me this. What crime did she do that night? What crime did she commit that night? What crime did she commit that night that deserved execution?
Hey, get her.
Don't get her. I got this.
Call the next person.
Terry Rogers. I had to deal with 3
Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson.
Say it now.
I'm saying it. Sergeant Young is saying it. We're gonna conduct this meeting. Ma'am, I'm just standing up here. Okay? I'm acting today. But today we're gonna have a respectful meeting, just like Mr. Bond said, okay?
That is my niece, Cara Wilson. My name is Terry. Alexis Wilson was my great niece. I've been with my Cara for years now, and I was with Alexis for many years. Cara is a great example of a mother. Her compassion shows in what she does. She works at an autism center. She loves children. She has love in her heart. You know, I don't know why any of us are here for these things. This is so surreal. It's like a Twilight Zone episode or something. I have a question. Are people allowed to ask you a question?
No.
That's not like, is that policy? Is that why everybody just talks? And because I got some questions and I want some answers. I guess that ain't it. Well, Superman, I want to know one thing. I've known some super people. Okay. And you know, they were there for me. They gave me what I needed when I was down, when I was hurting. And when this woman's child was shot, why weren't you there for her? Why did you back the person that shot my great niece? I can't believe this world is coming to this. Right? It's good and evil, and I think we can all see where the evil is, right? Yes. That's right. Be not fooled.
Be not fooled.
I will pray for you also. And that man over there, You need to stay away from my niece's house.
All right, call the next person.
Dan Lee.
You want to draw a quick analogy, especially after what I just heard again, and what has been ignored once again by this administration. We're all familiar with that foul landfill on the Bishop Ford. The foul odor that comes out of that smells like a bed of roses compared to this administration. They are beyond foul. What they did with Alexis Wilson is just one of them. It's huge, don't get me wrong, but there are so many other things that need to be addressed with this administration. For instance, right now, the Attorney General has sent these people, not a cease and desist, but they're going to open an investigation into their violations of the Open Meetings Act. They ignored the first letter. They sent them a follow-up letter, because I have copies of all that. And believe me, it will go further. So you all can ignore us. You all can whisper your little sweet nothings of whatever the hell you're doing up there. But you are not going to get away with all the garbage that you pulled. At Thornton Township, I know you don't want me talking about Thornton Township, but you let one of your trustees talk about Thornton Township incessantly at every meeting. So I'm going to talk about what you did at Thornton Township. You had the gall to plant your behind in there an hour late. Yeah. And then cancel the meeting after we had been waiting and waiting. Cancel the meeting, reschedule it for Friday at 8 p.m., hoping no one would show up. And again, it backfired on you. You're not nearly as smart as you think you are. Trust me, people see the garbage that you put out. And it's worse than that damn landfill. You got unqualified people in high places that you know need professionalism, but for some reason, well, we know the reasons, because they're going to. I still got 10 left. You know they're going to do exactly what you want them to do. For instance, that meeting that you guys canceled, and then you sicked your dog on certain people in there, and then you put all those people up there to filibuster, until you finally got your way. If I understand that happened tonight, you finally got your way at tonight's Thornton Township meeting. But I bet you weren't 1 hour late for bingo. I bet you had your butt there on time for that. You were on time for your nail salon for your nail appointment when you come prancing in there 1 hour late. Actually, you sent Keith Freeman on that, didn't you? In fact, you were afraid to face us that day. That was a really cowardly act. I know you hear me because you're near me. You dig? And this will not stop until you all pretend to be professional. And better yet, get the hell out of our village, because we are sick of you people messing over us and treating us like dirt. You all are disgusting.
Mike Smith.
Good evening. I just wanted to say,
Go home. Okay, guys, you have to keep order. Everybody was quiet when everybody
listen
spoke.
to what everybody else had to say. I want to say that I'm very proud of what I see going on here in the village of Dolton. When you look at the cleanliness of your community, and I wish that our side can look like that as well. I want to say that you guys got to continue to work together. That's the only how you're going to get things accomplished and done, is working together. Again, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for what you are doing in Dolton and in Thornton Township. We do appreciate that. And that's what I wanted to say. When you talk about monies that's coming back to the south suburbs, talking about $1 million, $500,000. And you were one of the two mayors. Hazel Crest Mayor brought back money to his community. Dalton brought back money to their community. Rich Township brought money back.
and we have money in Thornton Township. So those leaders are to be commended because we haven't seen that amount of money come to the south suburbs in years. So again, thank you for your job that you are doing to progress our area. I hope that everybody can come together and work together. That's the only how you're gonna get things done. You gotta work together. You gotta set your differences aside. You have to set your differences aside and work on behalf of the people. So again, thank you for what you're doing. And again, we have not seen this amount of money in the south suburbs in a long time. Thank you.
Maddie Dad.
Good evening, Mayor Tiffany, trustees, and the residents of Dolton. Sometimes I can't get into the meeting, but I see it on television. We are just demonstrating really, really good for the media, and I'm tired of it. I am tired of coming to a meeting where I can hear humiliation about the mayor. I'm tired of coming. We all supposed to be in Christ, but we talk like we don't have any love. We don't have any peace in our heart. And I know you guys are angry and there's issues to be solved. But check this out. Why don't we all try to work together and solve this? Trustees, mayor, residents, all of us, all we can do is just work together and try to figure this out. We can't figure this out if we're gonna be angry all the time and we're gonna accuse Tiffany of everything. The FBI is investigating her. Let her be investigated. And we don't have to worry about anything. Let's worry about getting together in Dolton as peaceful residents like we always have been. I've been in here over 20 years. Same thing went on with Mayor Rogers. It's just gotta stop, you guys. We gotta learn how to work together and live together. Don't we want Dolton to move forward? Dolton can't move forward if all of us want to be angry all the time and disagreeing and can't agree on anything. We have to learn how to agree to disagree. If we don't, we're not going anywhere. Let her bring the funds in. If she's misusing them, let her be investigated and they say, hey, whatever they have to do to her. But we're not getting anywhere coming in here disrespecting her as the mayor. And it's all over television. And it's all over television. I just want you all to know we need peace. We need peace. We need peace. You understand? We need peace. We're not going to get anything done if we don't get any peace. That's okay if you look at me. I'm a resident of Dolton, and I love Dolton. I love Dolton. I just want all of you guys to know we need peace. We need to work together in Dolton. Whatever Tiffany has done, let the law deal with it. And we can move on with our lives. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm too old to move and find another home. But I do want to live in a safe neighborhood. I do want to live where I can have peace and walk out of my house. And you understand that? You know, I didn't come to be your enemy. I didn't come to be anybody's friend. I came representing myself and my home in Dolton. Thank you all very much.
No justice.
All right, anybody else?
Shed Brown.
Go to the next.
Anyone else after that? That's it?
No.
All right.
Renee.
Anyway, test it. This is basically on May 8, 2021, history was made and you became the first Black female mayor inaugurated into office in Dolton. Poised as with a slogan of a platform for change and an intent on moving Dolton forward. With a platform for change and an intent on moving Dolton forward. Instead, this administration has made Dolton the concern of the nation and not the world, with a future full of uncertainties. In 2023, this high honor of yours, Mayor Henyard, became a public spectacle as you decided, at the behest of the men you choose to be surrounding yourself with, men who understand criminality and not good government. You came to handle the people's business dressed as Nino Brown, a movie crime boss, and in turn gained the attention of the media in a way Dolton never deserved. Instead of highlighting the historic achievement that God gave you, you literally are going to, and to be the beacon of hope, especially to Black women and Black girls. This administration has been nothing short of an example of everything not to do. And you have hijacked the constituents' procession to progress. In our investigation of the INA, and this is my Lori-like report, our findings are becoming more clear as the days progress. We find this administration to be self-serving, like the $1.2 million Just Ice rink, and not the gem of a fountain, or not repairing the gem of a fountain at the heart of the village, and you did it without board approval. Enriching through charities and real estate ventures and kickbacks. Negligent at the continuous hiring of unqualified henchmen that are weaponized in government at your beck and call. Complicit, not pressing your department to solve vital cases, and your political allies to address allegations as egregious, even as sexual assault. Retaliatory, considering the amount of those seeking civil litigation as a legal remedy, and oppressive, for example, not even being able to conduct a meeting where people are not in a hostile environment giving public comment for where they live. As the mayor, we find you to be derelict in your duties, and you delegate funds inappropriately, not at the best interest of the residents, but at yourself, leaving the people of this community wanting for better. And your leading has caused the concerns of your constituents to thinking that they will be left with years of suffering, unnecessary tax burdens, and tax repercussions. In closing, and I'm pretty upset because your police are trying to kick me out for fake restraining orders that no one has. However, it's really simple. You have lost the confidence of your residents. I just asked the residents in agreement to stand and give this mayor your back.
Thank you.
Y'all do everything for clickbait. All right, anybody else? Renee, the question? All right, Renee, you have the mic. All right, cool. Renee, you have the mic.
I'll speak. I didn't put my name on the list to be speak, but I will speak. Since I'm Renee.
Okay. Go ahead, Renee, you have the floor.
First of all, I feel that the people who have been speaking up till now have been doing an eloquent job of it. I did not put my name on a list to speak. However, I was told I had to put my name on a list to be in this building. But since you have called me out, I'm going to call you out. You're disrespectful. It's disheartening to see you. You have turned our whole community into, I don't want to use that word, let's say a circus. But when the circus come to town, the clowns come out. And I'm looking at you guys. And I don't appreciate it. And I don't appreciate how you sit there and disrespect people and don't even give them the courtesy of looking them in the eye. I'm looking at you. If they don't agree with you, you don't look, you're disrespectful. And it's sad. It's really sad. And I'm sorry that our village has come to this. And like I said, I have nothing prepared because my name was on a different list. But you want to call me out, let's do it. I don't understand why our firefighters are here begging you to take care of what they're doing. I don't understand that, and I don't appreciate that. Your house probably not even in Dolton. So when the fire comes and the whole town burned down, you really don't give a damn. Anytime you treat the firefighters that way, it's deplorable. And like I say, I didn't have anything planned to say, because everybody else does it so eloquent. But it is what it is.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah, Bergen, Blue.
She better not start nothing.
You guys are out of order.
Go right here.
Go ahead.
Hi, Sorry guys, I'm nervous. I usually don't speak at anything. And I gave everybody a chance to speak and say their piece. So I hope to have the same. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have nothing against anyone on the board, not the administration, the clerk, or the mayor. I go by Burgundy Blue. I have counsel in the chat for doxing, so if you guys want to drop my name, that's doxing as well. So this is being recorded. I'm the creator of Burgundy Blue Commentary. I'm also a Dolton resident channel on YouTube. I've been covering the happenings in Dolton since February 2024. I stuck my toe out there because I thought it was just one-sided, and I wanted to, as a resident of this town for 38 years, throughout the years, I have always been a strong supporter of my community, and I've actively worked for the betterment of our village. I even worked for the village myself. My focus has always been presenting a comprehensive view of Dolton, especially history, showcasing all sides of our hometown through the ride-alongs and exploring. However, in April and May, I encountered harassment from an individual who came to investigate the mayor and Andrew Holmes. The person claimed to have received a call to come into Dolton from residents, elected officials, and law enforcement, which initially seemed innocent since they are the very people tasked with safeguarding our community, right? This is all because I would not stop communicating online with a content creator that most of the board and lots of residents use his platform to address their concerns as well freely. His logo was even worn by an elected official. When the media or opinions could not be controlled, he became a target, and then because I did not fall in line with the narrative. I did not attend a week called Hell Week, and that's when my life became hell.
You are hell, you are life.
Right,
give her time, give her time.
In an attempt to address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason.
And be quiet.
In an attempt to address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason House and former Trustee Ed Steve over breakfast, accompanied by a witness. To share my concern, Trustee Jason House assured me that things will be taken care of within 48 hours. Sadly, he could not help me, and those 48 hours turned into a nightmare when I received a notice of impending action from the same advocate who's been here to save us. My privacy was violated as my personal information and business were maliciously targeted. A lot of y'all are in that group that did it, and I was subject to public humiliation and threats towards my family and associates simply because I chose not to conform. I watched the entire village watch this advocate say he was gonna make sure I was fair. So I'm just asking that we work together, and I'm asking for your help.
Hey, quiet down, quiet down. Hey, quiet down. Quiet down.
You have been more than. Thank you. More than. I apologize.
Okay, who else is anybody else?
Madam Mayor, my name is Armando Grundy Gomez, and I want to address something a little bit different, and I want to bring a little bit different of an energy, and I want to talk to process. I talk common institutions, systems, actions, and behaviors, and not individuals. And I want to talk about what leadership is. Leadership is not talking about I, my, or me.
There you go.
Leadership is we talk about how we are leaders. We talk about how we love. We talk about we're about this faith and that faith, and we talk about we're identifying as Christians, and that we say we love. But if the good book that you read and the God that you serve, it says, "Judge the fruits of the Spirit." I cast my pearls not upon swine. What I want to say to you is that it is interesting that I can be in one place in Washington, D.C. and every first and third Wednesday, I watch you all, and you're the best entertainment on YouTube. I love watching my brother Jedediah. Love him. Love watching Long Island Audits. Love Brother Jason House. Never met the man. Love Sister Kiana Belcher. Love that beautiful sister Allison Key. We have beautiful Black people in this room, and yet anti-Blackness is all in here. And the only thing we can say to one another, you black, you black. Isn't that interesting? You say that you love where you're a Black woman, or we're young, or we're this, or we're that. I, my, and me are words that do not agree. I don't have to sit up here and do a poem, but I do want to say that I want to encourage each and every one of you to dig deep and find the best part of yourselves. And instead of all of this, you say that all of us came out, we have a mother we had a father. And when you sit there and talk to the most vulnerable amongst you or your elders, what does that say about you as a leader? What, I'm a leader because you have 4 or 5 pictures, or you hired this person or that person, or you knocked somebody's picture off the wall?
Come on.
That makes you a leader? Come on. I'm not here to attack the mayor. That's been done enough. I don't want to do that. She doesn't know me, and I've never met this woman. I don't know any of you all. But what I do want to say is, it makes us look like black people like we can't govern, and that's just not true. I come to where I see black people all over this country that are doing big things. And when I see people like my brother Jedediah, brother Jason House, and we have intelligent black people in this room, and the best thing that we can do is devolve? Is that what we're doing? I'm going to ask each of you all to dig deep, whether it be the trustee, the Browns, and the Belchers, all of us. I'm not going to ask you to come together. I'm going to ask you to elevate. I'm going to ask all of us to get beyond this clickety-clackety, yickety-yackety. The real enemies are in Washington, D.C. And they're coming in November. So whether it's you're a Republican, you ain't getting nothing as a black person. And if you're a Democrat, you ain't getting nothing as a black person. Hate to tell you, and I live there. So let me just tell you, I'm asking each and every one of you up there, love all of you. It is time to elevate as leaders. Stop this performative nonsense and elevate. Y'all can stay angry. I'm not going to get involved there. I just want to ask you to elevate. I see some beautiful black people in this room. And accountability is for everybody.
Yes, it is. Amen.
Next on the agenda is general announcement. Are there any general announcements? Any general
Lord have
announcements?
mercy.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Brittany.
I want to say that I listened to all of the residents speak today. And I know that the goal is to work together, right? I truly believe in the old adage. You want to go fast, you go alone. You want to go far, you go together. The issue is that we have a mayor and administration that thinks this is a dictatorship. And it's not. This is not Russia. We do not have poop up here. This is a democracy. And that's what I need everyone, the residents, to realize. We have residents that call me and say, hey, I received a $500 grass cutting fine. My job as a trustee is to work for the residents. So when I hear someone say that and there's a concern, it's my job to make sure that it's added to the agenda so that we can discuss it. Because a problem for a resident is a problem for all of us. I have a senior who called me and said, hey, I have a pit bull in my backyard. It's been there for days. I want to know if you all have animal control. I take that as a concern. My job is to add it to the agenda so that we can have discussion because we all have questions. These are the things that we really come here to discuss. Residents and concerns. This is how we have a better community. But yet, the administration don't even put our items on the agenda. And people wonder why we have a hard time working together. Something as simple as trying to add an agenda item so that we could discuss it for the residents. That's insane. So, I'm going to leave it there because on a positive note, I understand that we're all better together. So I want to thank you all the residents, all the support, all the love, everyone who came out for our 3rd annual family skate night. It was a great time, guys. This one was a little bit different because it was all around the world, and I like that. So we had support from everywhere. I'd like to thank everyone who came out for our family night at the Chicago Sky Game. It was pleasant seeing the children watch their favorite basketball idols. I mean, I love me some Race myself. So it was a great game. And I want to thank Chicago Sky for the tickets. Having a Trump Party initiative. So Dalton residents, I'm looking for you all. If you know someone or if you're having a Trump Party this summer, please contact me. I would love to stop by and show some support. I truly believe that it takes a village. So contact me. My phone number is 968-4297, or feel free to email me at bnorwood@villageofdolton.org. Last but not least, residents, I heard you all. I heard your cries regarding the taxes. Join us on June the 11th, Thursday, July the 11th. I'm sorry, time flies when you're having fun. 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. We're going to discuss taxes. We're going to have our attorney come out and discuss the problem as to why the taxes are so high. And we're going to have our very own township tax assessor, Cassandra Hobart, so that she can come and actually assist the residents with appealing the taxes. So residents, come out. Make sure you can always find our updates on our Dolton YouTube, Dolton Trustee page, or our Facebook Dolton Trustee page. Again, I thank you all. If you are having a Trump party, contact me. For all the people that would like to sponsor, contact me. And I love you all. This too shall pass. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, is there anyone else? Yes. All right, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I would like to say we did a community initiative for a community garage sale with the Dolton Park District Saturday, which was a great event, and hopefully we'll be able to do another one in September. It's all about working together. As Trustee Norwood said, we see what's going on, and we appreciate everyone that is helping and supporting us. What I can say at all of this foolishness is that it has brought the community together. And I say that because people that haven't even thought about politics come and watch, and it's not a show, but they're involved to see what's actually going on with their tax dollars. The sad part is we can't even get a business in here because of the fact of what's going on. No reputable business will want to come to our town because of the foolishness that's happening. I would address and say that please immediately following this meeting, remain in your seat because we have a special board meeting. Why we have a special board meeting? Because we sent agenda items in to be placed on this agenda as a regular meeting, which we have the ability to do that, and they were removed. These are items that we have the ability, because we're trustees, we can do that. And for someone to continue to monitor, remove, and take off our items, it's a slap in the face. Yes, she is the chairperson, but it is the Village of Dolton Board of Trustees meeting. So as long as we have a quorum, we can have a special meeting here. It's a shame that we even have to go through this. If our items was placed on the agenda, we would go through the meeting and continue on and go about our way. But because of someone wanting to be a self-servant and not a public servant, these are the things that we're encountering. It's sad, and yes, she said clickbait. It's a shame that probably from now until she go to jail, we'll be looking at camera people in here. We shouldn't be on TV every first Monday about what's going on in the Village of Dolton. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. But at the same time, the same person creates all this chaos. Are y'all not going to the Thornton meetings? Y'all see the same thing happening over there. It's not the same people. So who is the common denominator? Who is the person that's really creating the chaos? So when people ask, you have absolutely the right to ask about your money, because it's your money. You work hard for it, so you have the ability to ask about it. So when people going out of town, when people paying for stuff, when I'm shaking a hand to make a deal and not running it past the appropriate people that's supposed to approve it, then you should ask and you should hold those people accountable. Have a great day.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. July the 13th is tea with the trustees, 9:30 a.m. Lester Long Fieldhouse, 147th in Evers. It's just for you to come out and voice your concerns to the trustees, and hopefully we can get an answer for some of the problems that our residents are experiencing. Also, July the 20th is the MS Walk. We're asking everyone to bring someone. Former trustee Ed Steve suffers MS, and we want to come out and show our support for our former trustee. So please, 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 everyone, bring a person, bring 2 or 3 or 4. It's just a short walk around the park. We want to show our love and support for former trustee Ed Steve and anyone that suffers MS. Please come out. They have some awesome information that if we can share with others, or we can put on our Facebook page, put everything else on there. Definitely put this MS walk, July the 20th. It's going to be at Dolton Park. Please, 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 I'm asking everyone to come out and support former trustee Ed Steve. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Okay, I'll have 2 updates and then just maybe a comment. One update being for the residents, we do hear your statements about concerns about Open Meetings Act violations of being in this building. The original meeting that the restrictions occurred with metal detectors, limited seating, the board decided that we felt that it was improper and we adjourned that meeting accordingly. Following that meeting, we've made 2 outreaches in April as well as in May through our attorneys to the Attorney General's office. We had not gotten immediate response. However, thankfully, with assistance and persistence through residents as well, Mr. Dan Lee, amongst other residents who have joined in the writing, we've been able to receive a response from the Attorney General's office on June 10th. They responded saying that the matter does determine further investigation and seek a response from the administration. That was June 10th, that the original letter came. June 28th, last Friday, apparently no response has been given, so a second request has been issued. And that second request is essentially saying that if we do not get a response, they have no choice but to deem this an Open Meetings Act violation. So hopefully there will be a response published for the residents. We will look forward to that. As the board, we are waiting to get a proper ruling so that we can decide on next steps on that matter. So I wanted to make sure I make that comment because there are residents that ask why one meeting was adjourned and the others were not. We are trying to allow the process to play itself out. Secondly, update on the status, and we know the last meeting was less than pleasurable based on the request. So we do have an update, or I have an update email that was received from the investigation on former Mayor Lightfoot. Has emailed a response that I want to read into record, so that way hopefully this will be much more peaceful. So her statement: we are making consistent progress in addressing the questions the board has asked us to address in its resolution. We have conducted a number of witness interviews, many of which have been very informative and have led to the discovery of other relevant evidence. We have reviewed many lawsuits filed. We have reviewed historic village legislative action, and we have issued scores of FOIA requests to the village of Dolton and elsewhere. As a result of this work, a picture is emerging of the village's finances, the way in which the current executive administration operates, many issues with the police department regarding staffing and operations, and overall how the village form of government does or does not comply with state law, its own ordinances and long-standing norms regarding the village government. Not surprisingly, there have been obstacles. Chief among them is the village continues to ignore its obligations under FOIA. There is seemingly no identifiable FOIA officer as mandated by state law. Instead, the few communications, if any, are with any anonymous person who refuses to be identified themselves, again, a violation of state law among many issues. This non-compliance with FOIA was expected, and we have a plan to address this and any continuing compliance issues. And while many witnesses have been generous in their willingness to be interviewed, the village mayor's failure to cooperate has a chilling effect on the current employees' willingness to speak or otherwise cooperate. We will continue to work to overcome this problem. While we have made consistent progress, more work needs to be done. We have been very efficient to date in the expenses incurred, and by our estimates, we are well under $20,000 to date. As obligated, we will provide a projection of all costs when we get closer to the $30,000 mark. And as always, we will continue to do our work in a manner that minimizes expenses while diligently following the facts. So that is a statement for the update on this report. One obstacle that had arisen was a request issued by the mayor's office and received to the attorney general seeking to declare the appointment as unconstitutional. And on June 14th, we received the correspondence from the attorney general. I'll just read the last couple of lines. Therefore, the Public Access Bureau concludes the board did not violate OMA by voting to appoint Mrs. Lightfoot as special investigator on April 8th. This letter serves to close the file, and if you have any further questions, please contact me.
Thank you.
Those were two updates we wanted to give because those are questions that residents have asked. So I hope that gives some sense of direction. Similarly, I want to kind of second Mary Avant's statement of just trying to make sure that we express ourselves and do so in a decent and orderly manner. I think for the most part, we've all been, everybody's expressed themselves, the passion is there and it should be there for what's going on. And we also want to make sure we represent ourselves well. So I want to thank everybody for their comments and by and large, we did well. So thank you, and that concludes my comment.
Thank you.
End of general announcements. All right, next on the agenda is, you got something? Okay.
I think you like what's in the bed.
Good evening, residents. I'd like to say, with all respect to the gentleman there, you definitely put something on my mind when you said we need to elevate ourselves. We can hope, six trustees and the mayor, we can definitely take that words of wisdom. This young man traveled so far to come let us know we need to elevate ourselves. God help those that help themselves, and that's definitely what we need to do, board and mayor. We need to help ourselves first. We need to get on track. We need to get on track. We have fell off track, so we must get residents more than what they asked for. I understand when you had mentioned that the taxes went up. Yeah, the taxes went up all over the Southland area, so we all feeling that pain. You definitely are supposed to get what you pay for. I'd just like to say, yes, last week we did have a meeting out at Dolton Township about the lawn program. If you happen to be a senior that can't cut grass anymore, it's a very vital program to be a part of. I cried out, yes, I want to step down. And the young people, I have a relationship to them, and they made it their business. They made it their business to hold me accountable that you can't step down right now because we're going to make this happen. But they will be working with me so I can make my transition, so I can retire there because I can't keep up like I used to. So they coming real strong. The program is getting stronger, and the contractors definitely can't take the work from the youth because the youth is the hard worker that we do have, and they're going to continue to run that program. It's going to always be a youth program, a senior youth program. So just for the record to understand that out of frustration, it was about moving on to another level. But when the youth come knocking at your door, you said, not right now. So I'm being held accountable by a lot of youth that's out here right now. So if any youth if you had any youth that came up in the community, you would know from coaching Little League all the way up to now with mentorship. And I do have a couple of young men and women that have left the program as actually top flight managers, supervisors at some of these other offices such as Amazon. Amazon has taken a lot of youth from us right here, and they're moving up to the next level. So grass cutting is like on the second level with some of these individuals because these youngsters are pretty technical right now. So with that being said, yeah, I'll be making that move soon as I can get away, but right now, I'm not gonna stick around. So definitely, this youth program always needs to stay here for our seniors, whether you had a program or not. For the seniors that's utilizing this program, they know it's a very needed program. And the only way this program can actually run is you have youth. It's a youth program. Take youth to run these programs. So the youth are definitely not being put out of a program that they put together. And they're doing a hell of a job doing that. Thank you.
All right, is there anybody else? All right, that ends the general announcement. Next is the report. I know you guys have been waiting on my report, and you know I've been doing amazing things myself and my staff. We put on a ton of great events for our community, a ton of outreach as it relates to the police outreach program we have. We go door knocking, you see them on bikes, for our community, a ton of outreach. I know you guys asked one of the police officers who was riding on a bike, and you said, hey, did they take your car? And he said, no, man, we just ride on the bike. So it engaged conversation, which is what it's doing. So I love the fact that you guys are talking to the police officers and you guys are actually telling them what's going on your block. So I'm thankful for that. A couple other things I would like to say. Make sure you guys stay prayed up. Make sure y'all love each other. Life is so short. You don't want to regret a moment of your life by being bitter, by being hostile. Just allow people to give you your positivity as your school. At the end of the day, you go home to your loved ones. They're the ones that care about you. They're the ones that live with you. They're the ones that will always bring you through a story. Don't connect with messy people because misery needs company. And that's what we tend to do. When people look at us, especially our residents, you guys are our seniors. So when we look at you as the youth, we look at what will we look forward to. You have to be the example. You cannot just be a person that's keeping up chaos. You will never follow chaos. The youth look for guidance. The youth look for growth. And the youth look for somebody that can utilize as a mentor. And I wish that certain people would do that. As relates to safety. Safety is my number one priority. I don't care what anybody says on this board or anyone gets to the mic and talk about because we care about safety. We do whatever we need to do to make sure the residents are safe and that we are safe as well. So if that means we have to have metal detectors, we will do that. And we do that in the sense of making sure when people come in this building, you're coming in and everybody will be safe along the way. I hate when trustees sit up here and say that I don't know why we have metal detectors. Everybody knows why we have it. If you pay attention to the crowd, like one young lady got up and said at the podium, that everybody is hostile, people are disrespectful, people say all kinds of things in that crowd. I don't sit down there, but I do hear about it. So all I'm saying to you guys is you have to be respectful amongst each other. There's been plenty of times when you all have gotten into it with each other. And it's sad because it's like nobody wants to respect anyone's opinion. And everybody has an opinion. Our job is to listen to it, whether we agree with it or not. And at times, people get to the podium and they say that statement, we should be quiet and allow them to speak. When someone says something positive, all the negative people or haters, whatever you call it, always got to boo or say something bad about it. And that's not cool, you guys, because it should always be more than one opinion, more than one narrative that's given here to our village. Unfortunately, through the media, which I call fake news, they only show one negative, false negative. There's no facts, no truth to it. People get to the podium and just lie. And it's no truth, but then the news will play the lie on the news. And it's sad because little do they know there are putting people in jeopardy, whether it's board members, whether it's our staff. People do tend to lash out at people that they see. That's another reason why Village Hall was closed down, because people will come in and harass our staff. But no one asks the right questions. You just assume what someone is doing or go with a negative narrative. So I want people to find out to figure that out and understand why we're doing what we're doing. So enough to address people who are not even inside our Village Hall due to the fact you got people coming from all over that don't live in our town. People don't live in Dolton, but yet this room is full. And it's not even full of our residents. People just stood up there and said they was from Washington, D.C. Come on now. Don't live in the state of Illinois, for that matter, the township, nor do they live in the village of Dolton. Also, you have people that make comments. I know at one of our previous meetings that don't live here, they live in a whole other city, but come to Dolton and say that they live in our town and they do not. Again, no one fact checks. People just sit there and say whatever it is, and that's not fair and that's not right or it's not accurate. So I just wish people would lead with truth and stop just with mess and chaos. We don't like to see chaos. I know people like it, as the young man said from Washington. We are their entertainment. It's for amusement. It is what it is, but people have to want better. And us as a black race, we have to want better amongst ourselves. It's a shame that we cannot band together, make sure we lead with love and not hate. It's said that we see someone elevate and you guys do not want to see them grow. You want to have that pride and the barrels mentality and pull people down. It's a shame that the youth have to see that. We want to teach them that when they see someone elevate, congratulate, help them grow, help them up the ladder. Don't try to keep them down here where you are just because you don't have access to them no longer. You hate to see them leave or grow. They need growth, guys. So I just want to point that out because, like I said, me today, you tomorrow. As you do my town, I see you guys are scattering the love throughout other cities and municipalities. It will be the same. So I tell people to watch what you pray on other people because they will hit your doorstep as well. As relates to taxes, property taxes, I know that the board people not telling you the truth about property taxes. I know that I played a video at maybe several meetings ago, and I explained to you who raises your property taxes. The board of trustees raise your property taxes every single year. I showed you that, showed you proof, gave you ordinances, and showed you who voted to raise your property taxes. So when you get to the podium and you say, I don't understand why my tax is high, I don't understand why this, and I showed you the why. The why is this board has raised your property tax over and over again every single year. And then also as other government bodies that raise your taxes. You have library board, you have the park board, you have the school district. It's other people, but people tend not to go and check out facts. You just listen to what somebody tell you on how government works. And they raise about 4.99%. Sometimes they have raised it higher. I'm gonna send that video out just so everybody get in their emails and text blast, so you will know what it is. I also would like to say we are doing our parade. It will be June 3rd. June 3rd is our Independence Day parade. It's July. But it's July 3rd is our parade. It will be starting here at the top and it will go straight down Greenwood Falls to Sibley. We make a right and we end up on College Road. So if anybody want to partake in that, you want to line up along Greenwood Falls, you can. Line up start at 11 a.m. and the parade will start at noon. We push it back a little later. We might change it tomorrow, so we'll send an update email and text blast if we do change it to 2 o'clock. I know some people said they still had to work. Again, this is something that I bought back when I became mayor in 2021. We no longer had parades for over a decade, and I wanted to make sure about that unity. That's one reason why we came to go. It's to always do parade. It's to always have a fireworks show, and I want to make sure that people understand what love looks like. Because people tell you they love you, but come from the show me state, right? Show me you love me. It's putting in the work. I also would like people to know that it will be free music, there will be music there, free games, free fun, free love, free food. We will also have food vendors there for those that do not live in our town. You will have to pay the vendors. I want people to come out, have a safe gathering, and make sure you bring your loved ones. There's a ton of kids that's going to be out there, so it's a lot of fun. But I would like everybody to come and have a peaceful activity for the day because I know before it's Thursday, some towns are doing things and some are doing it on the weekend. So please come out and join us here in the Village of Dolton. Again, it is July 3rd, and the lineup starts at 11 a.m. and the parade will begin at noon. So we'll give you an hour to sign to line up. Next, I would like people to know we just did our ribbon cutting for the JV skate night. It was really dope, epic. Everybody came out. There was a lot of youth out there. And when I say the youth came out, the youth had an amazing time. I love the fact to see people with their families and their loved ones. Half of the time they would be at the nightclub or at home. And now they get the time of their life to engage with their kids, which was awesome to me. I didn't my kid out there. So people, you should attend the things you can see for yourself, another perspective of what we do here in the village, and not just he say, she say stuff like you're in high school. We're gonna play the video, and I just want people to understand, I'm happy. Leave me alone, because I am. And I just want you to know with all the hate makes you great, right? But you just gotta leave with love and stay positive and keep going. And to my youth, never, never, ever give up. There's gonna always be someone that's gonna doubt you, come for you, attack you, and not want you to grow. It's part of the process. But at the end of the day, remember, if there's no test, how would you ever have a testimony? So make sure you continue to grow throughout the controversy, and don't worry about the noise and what anybody got to say about you. Because at the end of the day, I keep telling you, you go home to your loved ones. All these people here, all these, you see what they did? It's going on. That's just cat. That ain't nothing else but mess. Just keep going. Don't give up. If you look at all the greats before me, whether it's Malcolm X, whether it's different people, you will see the growth in them. You will see that they all were controversial, but they were the deadest leader.
All right, be quiet.
They were a great leader. And I just want you to know that you can be a great leader as well. And I want the youth to know, hey, don't give up on politics. I call it politics. Don't give up on it. Keep on growing. Start off at your park district, your library board, your school board. Then you can go to the next level, whether it's the village or the city that you live in. But don't give up on it because it's another way. It's amazing to me that I grew here, as I always say, they flew here. And what I mean by that is I grew up in this school district from Burger Vandenberg to Thorn Ridge. And it amazes me that people don't utilize the people that's here. I am literally the beacon of light for I am the one that has made it. I am the one that actually grew up in this town and actually came and governed where I live at because I care so much about where I'm at. If you think about all the hatred and all the negativity, I told you guys, only make about $50,000. $50,000 for all this scrutiny that you guys put me under. I make $50K. So that means somebody really gotta love what they do for a living. I love what I do and I want to see Dolton grow. And I think we've been doing an awesome job. And I love the fact that my staff has been on the ground taking care of the business. From getting streets repaid, getting alleys repaid, getting sidewalks done. Back in the day, like I said before, I get this speech all the time. We used to do 50-50, where the resident had to pay 50% and the village paid the other 50%. It said, why would you guys have to pay 50% for something you don't own? That's a public way. But these are the things that I changed when I became the mayor. So I wish that people would allow me to lead and stop trying to tell me what to do. I'm the leader. I am not in their seats any longer. I was in their seats for 8 years. I went every single term that I ran for, every single term. The last seat, which is the mayor seat that I just won by 82%. I will win my next term.
All right.
And just stay tuned to that because this little crowd that comes here and try to keep up mess and kick up dust for clickbait, for the news, or for just to get them on and say, hey girl, I was on the news. That's so ridiculous. You have to grow, guys. And you have to show people that you are growing and that we should be looking to you for direction. We can't look to you for direction because you're so messy. I just want people to see Dolton for what it is. It's a great place to live. All our numbers are coming in really good. We're going to do a financial town hall meeting to the public. You can see where we are, so all the loud that this board put out against our village is just sad with my heart. Because again, like I said, everybody writes stuff, say stuff, put stuff on camera, put stuff on social media with no facts. And I've been saying that since day one. You have no proof, but you come and put it out and put a negative narrative on our village. And it saddens my heart because it is the board of trustees. I never seen a group of people that was so saddened and hardened with hatred. They would bring so much chaos to the town that they govern too.
Girl, stop lying.
I look bad, we look bad. So you can try to make whoever look bad all you want, but I really do love me and appreciate the things that I have on to our family. And I will keep on going hard despite the controversy. I have not given up. I'm not going to give up. And I'm not going to quit. So you can stop all that because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep pushing. Because things would not have gotten done. Continue to keep getting done if I quit or listen to hate. I just don't. You guys are my motivators. So I thank you for putting me on tables and in rooms that I never would have been in. I appreciate that love. For those that keep saying people going to jail, y'all gonna see who's gonna be going to jail from this board. So stay tuned because what you think is good for me is damn sure good for you. So thank you so much for listening. You can take video now.
Is that it?
a ton of people out there. That's me, my baby, we out there, just a really packed people, as you can see. It's all the people. If you are interested in joining us on the JD stage, make sure you stay tuned to our website. You can also look on our social media as well. And that was just exactly. It was really dope. Thank you for that. Okay, the next one we have the annual Southern bike ride.
I love all y'all. You are beautiful black people.
Bike ride, if you guys want to come out, stay fit, stay tuned. We went out with Dolton. It was really dope as well. We had kids out there. They could ride the bike though. They stayed on the lot until we got back. And we went to the town. The community came out. When I say came out, they came out with drums. They literally was out on the porch and they had a blast. Yep, go ahead and check it out. So if you got more ride bike and do something, people talking about their experience, talking about what they did here in the village, and how they thought it was really dope because it never has been done. People have not ever tried to engage the community, and that's one thing that I'm real big on is community engagement. Whether you see me or not, I know y'all come here just for a board meeting, because when y'all don't see me, guess what? Y'all got no traction. So this board meeting to give you a traction for this next week, and we will have more events that I wish everybody would attend, and I'm talking to the fake news in the back. Attend those events and showcase what the village actually do, and not all the hate and negativity, because everybody don't dislike people here in the village. Everybody do want to hear and see the different narratives of what's going on in our village, and that's what we showcase here at the board meetings. When you come here, you want a mayor's report, we always give you a different perspective of what you want to hear or not. I thank y'all for studying. I appreciate it. And I thank you for paying attention to me on my report. Stay tuned because we got a lot of great things to come. And that's in my report. I only had 2 videos. Thank God for you guys, right? Next time I'll make sure I have 5. Yep. All right, that is my report. Next is Village Clerk's report.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As the board stated, their items are not being put on the agenda as well as my minutes. So unfortunately, I don't have a report because our things are not placed on the regular Board of Trustees meeting, and that's why it's so important to hold special meetings. Thank you.
All righty. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm just here to film. I'm used to it. Big bro, I'll call you later, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm out of here.
Right.
Okay. I got it online. Okay.
I saw it. I was watching.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. On Facebook. Okay. All right. All right. All right, pal. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, people. I'm out of here. Close out of here. Let me try to flip it around. Right. All right, people, we out of here. I'm trying to get it. I always get stuck on this part. Well, I do it like this. Shut it down.